Okay, so if you're doing private label on Amazon, this is a must watch video because sooner or later you will find yourself in a situation where you have bunch of inventory left at Amazon warehouse and your listing detail page get removed due to trademark infringement complaint. And it's a not avoidable situation because e-commerce market is getting wider day by day, and because of the diversity, people do have intellectual property rights. So no matter how much green signals you have before listing your product on Amazon, still you may find yourself on any product in a situation where a particular word can get you in trouble. Um, so this is a complete case study video. I'll keep it short, but it's a complete case study video, all the mistakes that we have done, and what you can avoid to save time and keep your focus at the goal, because this is going to be a very effective and useful video session. Um, so without further delaying, let's just take into the video. Okay, so here's how you will be informed that you have received a trademark infringement complaint, and because of that, Amazon has removed your product detail page. Um, and the email will be very straightforward. They'll be guiding you what step you need to do to get your detail page active again and start selling on Amazon. The process looks very simple from the email that you receive, and they'll be simply informing you that you can't use brand name on product detail page, like for the example that you can see here, and you'll be receiving exactly the same email that in the examples of unacceptable terms: Amazon Basics speaker charging cable. Amazon Basics is a trademark by Amazon. Simply wireless Amazon speaker for laptop. So Amazon is obviously a trademark word by Amazon. So you cannot use this particular word when you create your listing detail page, and it should be like that. So from the email, what you will perceive is that you need to remove the specific brand name, and they'll also mention in the email what that particular brand is that you are infringing. So from the email that you will receive, it'll be like that you need to simply remove those words from your listing detail page, and you'll be able to start selling again. But the problem is that when you go on and remove those words from your product detail page, you will find that your attributes are stuck at the back end. So whenever you try to update your content on Amazon uh, product listing detail page, you will see that even though by updating the content, the back end do get edited, but the front end does not show the right attributes. So the attributes get stuck and you won't be able to change it. So when your listing detail page get removed, so even though after changing the content and from the appeal section, you appeal to the Amazon that you have already done all the steps that are required, they will reply back with this particular response that we cannot accept your appeal because the content of your product detail page has not been modified to exclude infringing content. And they'll ask for further documents, the proof of product authenticity, invoices, ID, or retraction from the owner itself. And what they actually mean it here is that they consider that you want to include those trademark word in your product listing detail page. So they basically want you to provide the authenticity that those brand has allowed you to sell their product on Amazon, or they want you to contact the original brand owner and ask them for the retraction. So in your case, if you're selling under your own private label, you might not be infringing their trademark, but you have mistakenly added the trademark word that is actually causing trouble for you. So and considering the response that you will receive upfront by updating your content and it does not get updated, you will find yourself in a situation where you look for invoices or product ID without looking into exact detail that they have provided you initially. So the main thing is obviously to update your product detail page. You don't need to look for the product authenticity proof. You don't need to look for the invoices or the ID or retraction email. You need to change your content. So this is the most important step, and this will be the main step that you need to do and you need to keep your focus on in order to proceed. So here are the basic guidelines that you need to follow when you start off do editing your content to get to reinstate your product listing detail page. Okay, so the purpose of showing you this is because some of you might have already appealed multiple times, and you might have already got certain kind of automatic response from Amazon, and you are actually stuck in arranging proof of product authenticity, invoices, or order ID. Well, these are the things that you don't need to concentrate more on. If there is any A plus content or EBC content attached to that particular ASIN, um, you need to go to A plus content manager and remove the SN from there, or thoroughly remove your A plus content, completely delete that for the case, because even though if at the back end of the images there is no relevant brand name in the keywords indexed, it's basically relating to any specific brand. And Amazon will not edit your content until your A plus content is removed. So this is the first thing you need to do: remove your A plus or EBC content straight away as soon as you receive your trademark infringement complaint on a particular product and listing. Now, the second thing would be is to delete the listing. Now it might sound very strange, and you might get confused. Is that because um, you already have an inventory at Amazon warehouse, and you might be wondering that if you delete that product from Amazon, where would that inventory go? So there's nothing to worry about. When you delete your listing, you need to make sure that you have following four items with you saved. First is obviously the SKU. Whatever you have typed it initially, just save that. Your product SIN, and or maybe product ID. You can save either one of these, and obviously the brand name. And if you have mentioned any manufacturer name previously, you need to save that as well. So after removing your A plus content, you need to go ahead and delete your product listing detail page. Okay, make sure when you delete your listing detail a page, um, sorry, make sure when you delete the listing, you have following four items with you saved. First is obviously SKU, as in product ID, brand name, or and also the manufacturer name. Now you need to wait for 24 hours in order to proceed to the next step. And in this case, you need to start off from the flat file. So you need to go now, so you need to get your product live backend, and for that you will download your category specific inventory flat file from Amazon Seller Central. In case you don't know how to list your product on Amazon accurately from flat file, I will add a tab at the top, where I have already taught about how you can list your product on Amazon via flat file and all the details. Okay, and in the flat file section, now you have also multiple options to select from in order to list product via flat file. You can have a partial update. You may have the update section, and primarily it might be possible that you are doing a partial update, but that will not work. In any case, you need to do a full update. You need to select the full update section in order to proceed, in order to proceed with this case. So you will select update option. You will add only the important details. Try to keep as concise data as possible. No need to enter all the details. Just keep the data as small as possible. Keep it a bit relevant. You can later go on and edit all the content later on, but at this stage your aim is to get back your SN. Your aim is to get your product back live. So in this case, keep your title as small as possible. Just keep all only relevant words in the title. Just add one bullet, remove all the other bullets. In the keywords, just add as less as much possible, because your first aim is to get back your SN, and later when you have your SN back, you can edit your detail page very easily. There won't be any issue. So and do full update via flat file. Okay. Then patient and wait for 24 hours to proceed to the next step. So the next step is basically to open a case with Amazon. So you will notice that after uploading a flat file, your back end do get updated, but the front end stays the same as that of the previous one. So you will see that the gray portion above your back end attributes are still the same as it was previously. And again, if you open case with again if you And again, if you appeal through the Amazon appeal section, they'll reply back with the same automated response. So what you need to do is basically open a case with Amazon, provide them with the details that your listing detail page got removed, and you're now unable to edit your front end details. The back end do get updated, and you need to do is basically convince them with these words that you have done everything on your site and the rest is on Amazon side. So you have to basically manipulate them with saying these words that you have done everything on your side that you can do by yourself, and everything the rest is on Amazon side to basically do to edit the details on your front end. um, and in this case, you might need to open multiple cases. I would recommend you to do live chat session with the support system, because the Amazon support is not well equipped with the knowledge of how to tackle such cases. So you have to convince them with details. Even though you're doing everything right, you're updating content, but still your front end does not get updated, and it will stay the same till you get it reinstated. So we'll have to appeal it with the same, that your front end will not be updated, it will be updated on the back end. But you need to open a case and have any of the support members say that you have done everything on your side and the rest is on Amazon side, and that they are doing it and they will update you soon. So once you have them say those words, you need to copy the case ID number, because this is the case ID number that you will be using in the appeal section with the Amazon. And the next step is obviously to make an appeal. So you will be start off with accepting your mistake, that you have mistakenly put that trademark word in your detail page. And the next step would be, you will provide them with the action that you have done to remove that. So you will tell them that this is the flat file badge ID number, and you will provide them in your appeal. You'll also provide them with the same case ID number on which any of the support member told you that you have done everything on your side, and now it's on Amazon side to basically to do it for you. So once you have that case ID, you will add that in your appeal as well, and you will submit response to the appeal on Amazon. And notice that in some of the cases, Amazon basically want you to submit multiple responses. So it is very likely possible that even after submitting the appeal, they'll reply with the same automated response. So you will have to submit appeal multiple times, maybe more than 10 to 15 times. And the process may take about like 10 to 12 days, because you're dealing with the support system that are not well equipped with all the situations. So you need to manipulate yourself, to manipulate the support system, and you need to basically kind of play with the situation, and be patient with the scenario. You might need to open multiple cases with Amazon. Each time you can use different case ID number when you submit a new appeal. So just one thing is important: when everything is edited on the back end, you need to open case with Amazon, and make them say that everything is done on your side and the rest is on Amazon. And in that particular case, they'll also say that they'll be referring to the team who can see that matter. So the main thing is that have them say that you have done everything on your side, the support, through the support, and then you can use that case ID number and appeal with Amazon, and hopefully you will get your product detail page reinstated very soon. So just be patient, keep appealing, and this is the main process. You don't need to arrange the product authenticity, any other documents. You just need to edit the detail page, and you just need to follow the process and keep appealing. I hope you will achieve it. Hope you have a great day. Thank you.